Okay, so had a request to see if the passing of Gloria Vanderbilt, that was Anderson Cooper's mother, if that is going to bring Kathy Griffin and Anderson Cooper closer together. Like, will she reach out to him and then they'll rekindle their friendship, or is it just done? Like, I understand why he said, hey, I can't get behind you and get behind this. And then I understand why she felt betrayed. So I get both of them. I mean, quite honestly, I would have told you you're wrong too, because you can hate Donald Trump, like even literally hate. But I don't want anything bad to happen to him, and here is why. First of all, he's human. Don't put that kind of energy out there where you're wishing something bad on somebody, because it comes back to you. But let's say you get a president in there you do like. If it can happen to him, it can happen to him or her. So we don't want that. So he's an awful person, but we don't want him to see him, get beheaded and all that kind of stuff. Uphill battle, so there's potential, but it's going to be a rocky road. I think this is like one of those 5-hour phone call type of things. Seven of Wands defending. Interesting. Who's defending? Maybe Anderson. So I think in order for Kathy to... Let me keep going. We'll see. It seems like, she's not really prepared to forgive him just yet. Ace of Swords. And I don't think he's really all that concerned with trying to be her friend anymore. Queen of Pentacles. There's Kathy. Strength. And then the Ten of Wands. So there is some burden. See, because all of this that happened because of Donald Trump really put a damper on her career because she's on the Interpol list. The Interpol list is basically the international police. And every time you get on the plane, you're detained. Every time you go in the airport, you're detained. Because you have been seen as a person of questionable interest and da-da-da-da-da, So, she's detained everywhere she goes. It stops her from doing shows. It stops her from doing this and this and this. So, she sees it as a hindrance, and she may group him and Andy Cohen in that group of people who's, watched her go down in flames and didn't care. So the fear is the star that there is no hope in healing for the relationship. Environment, Six of Pentacles. Someone would have to submit. So it looks like she wants him to crawl back. This is the hopes, the fighting. And the Page of Cups is... No, this is the Knight of Cups. So that's the idealistic offer. So she wants him to sort of get down on hands and knees and say, I apologize for doing this and this and whatever. So there's the defending around the uphill battle, which she had to do. There's some strength and truth, and some truth and strength. It is around Anderson, so this is something that she wants to have happen. She is burdened. And I think that's another thing, because this is in the fear, so that's the hopes is in the fear, is that she faced one of the most difficult seasons of her life, because after that her sister passed away and all this. So she faced a very difficult season. And when she looked around, Harvey Levin, Anderson Cooper, Andy Cohen, seemed to all be against her, is how she felt. Whether that was the truth or not, I don't really care. That's whatever. It's neither here nor there. That's how she felt. So she felt as though they betrayed her. They weren't there for her. So it's going to take a lot of uphill climbing for them to be friends again. It's not to say it won't happen. That's where they got to go first.